Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the April 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Welcome, fellow Geminis. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead, Gemini, and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for April, so just in general, any main highlights. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But Gemini, let's go back to that column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So pulling a quick summary affirmation card here for us. We have the card, I feel grateful. I love this. Likely there's been some sort of event in the last few weeks or month that really has made you feel grateful. Or in general, that gratitude is one of the best feelings you can have. They say gratitude is like what makes people happy, what helps attract things to them. So hopefully we can maintain this grateful and gratitude, good things to carry forward into the future as well. But let's see what messages we've got coming through here. Okay, first up we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card that's always favorable for you, Gemini. This is going to be a card of clarity, so getting information that you may have been missing or information that you've really been needing. This is also a decision, so some significant decision that's been made. I like the Judgment card too because this is like a major focus on like your life's purpose and your life's value and being on your own life's path. So this could be like really significant stuff these last few weeks. The next card that we have is the Magician. The Magician is a good card we love wherever it pops up, but it's very focused creativity. It's turning your visions into reality. Again, this goes back to like life's purpose, making sure you're on your life's path. So likely you've been making decisions that support that, but you've also been making decisions to bring your dreams to reality. So I love that. Once we start like getting the ball rolling and getting things moving, it's easy to be grateful and have that gratitude even if you don't have fully where you want to be. But again, it's like you've gotten the ball rolling the last few weeks or month. At the bottom here we have the 5 of Coins, the 5 of Pentacles. This is a card about worrying about money. I do think for some of you, whatever this is that we're working towards, potentially there's a financial factor that you have some concerns around, Gemini, but I wouldn't, honestly. Again, continue to focus on the gratitude, continue to focus on being grateful, and the money will come along. There's always more money. This could be a card of like not feeling very good too, so some illness. So hopefully you have all kicked that cold or kicked that illness if that's the case. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what other messages we've got going on here. First up, we have the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is typically a tired card. It's needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. So do make sure you take some downtime. It seems like this has taken a lot of energy, a lot of focus. That clarity is really wonderful. Making those decisions is really wonderful. But maybe give yourself a little break here too. You need to take a little nap, as the card suggests there, Gemini. So just keep that in mind. Don't let yourself get burnt out. It seems like it was a big last month, so just be aware of that. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. I was saying below, it's like, don't worry about the money because it's going to work out. It's just money and there will be more of it. You just have to be really confident and really self-assured that it's going to work out. Especially now that the ball is rolling, hopefully you feel like you're in a better position, but just know things are going to move. They're going to work for you. At the bottom here, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's a card of fresh hope, taking chances, it's new paths, beginnings. I feel like the money will just keep coming in as you need it. This in general, I think that you're working on may generate money. But this is the new opportunity. This is the new thing that you've been wanting. You've gotten the ball rolling to this point. So jump in with both feet and keep taking this new beginning on forward. Okay, now let's take a look at our second column, which is anything related to just in general. What's April going to bring? We hit the card, I will encourage. Keep this in mind, Gemini. You could be encouraging somebody else, but this may be you needing to give yourself a little nudge, a little extra encouragement this month. So encourage and courage. Keep that in mind. But let's see what messages we've got coming through here for column number 2. First up, we have the Chariot. The Chariot, somebody once described to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. We're on a journey. One thing that I find interesting with the Chariot is sometimes we feel a little lost. We feel like we don't know where we're going. But that's probably the coolest thing about the Chariot is it doesn't matter if you know exactly where you're going because the Chariot's going to take you to the right place. So don't get discouraged if you may not know like all the next moves, all the next steps. Again, the Chariot's going to guide that for you. The Chariot's also could be a new vehicle, so some of you could be getting a new car this month as well. The next card that we have is the King of Coins. The King of Coins is very solid, very practical, very wise. Be keeping a solid, practical, wise mindset. This is interesting. I feel like you need to be as clear thinking as possible, Gemini. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're maybe not feeling so clear thinking, don't make decisions. Don't put yourself in sticky situations. But I think in general, you'll have a really nice, clear thought process. The King of Coins is also an investment card, and it's an indicator of a wise and strong investment. So again, I feel like there could be some monetary going into what we were just talking about. Again, that investment continues to look good. The investment in this journey, potentially the investment in the new beginning. But I see some good money moves for you here too coming in April. And then at the bottom here, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is long-term. It's strategic. You're making your next move. Even with the Chariot, again, you may not know where you're going, but you're well on your way to whatever your next step is here. This is a card of leadership too. So leading yourself forward, encouraging yourself forward here, Gemini. Let's go ahead and take a look at clarifiers though and see what other messages I can provide you. Up first, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is one of those cards, Gemini, that always is favorable for you. This is a card of like cause and effect. This is win-win solutions too. So again, no matter where the Chariot's taking you, you really can't lose. It's that win-win-win all around. The Justice card is also a card of truth coming out. So you'll start to gather the information you need on this journey. Don't wait to start the journey till you have all the information. You can get things moving now, and again, you'll get the info you need when you need it. This is also a great card in terms of legal, contractual matters of the court, so favorable outcome on those items for you as well. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of surprises. Like you see this surprise gift here. Again, you're going to be gifted the opportunity of this investment, so I would embrace it. Do what you can with it. But you're being gifted a really good opportunity, a really good investment here, Gemini. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Again, we were saying the Emperor, this is long-term, this is taking steps, and this is just validation or confirmation for you that this will all be successful. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. So success, and again, I feel like it takes money now, but this is leading to money, and this is the money that is leading to. So hopefully there's not too many financial worries there for you, Gemini. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Gotta wake the cat up here. Okay, in our next column, we're going to talk about anything related to money. So we're going to start with a quick money message here. So it says, your means of receiving money should always be aligned with your highest good of all. Receiving money from a low vibration means it'll keep you in that vibration to maintain that stream of income. So high vibrations in terms of money. Let's take a look though and see what messages we've got here. This is anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money, Gemini. First, we have the Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins is very much so a work and money card, so very fitting for our column here. This is about mastering your craft. This is about finding enjoyment in what you're doing. I like this in April. You actually will like your work. I don't know that you've been able to say that for a while, Gemini, so that's a nice shift that seems to be coming in. One additional thing I love about the Eight of Coins is this is reaping the benefits of your hard work. So you put in the hard work and you're going to get the benefits out of it. So that hard work is paying off. The next card that we have is the Hangman. The Hangman can feel a little stagnant, like things aren't maybe moving as quickly as you would like, but you're gaining a lot of knowledge and information and wisdom with the Hangman. So I feel like even though if you're like things aren't moving as quick as you want, you're getting invaluable knowledge and experience going into April. And at the bottom here we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is kind of traditional, it's kind of conventional. It's a card of conformity. I think you're going to have very routine, regular days in April, which can be good and bad. But again, that's why things maybe feel like they're not moving a whole lot. It's like, I'm doing this. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. But again, the wisdom, experience, expertise that's being gained there will be very, very beneficial for you, Gemini. In terms of clarifiers, first up we have the Magician. This is about creating what you want for yourself. The Magician is turning your visions into reality. So again, this is taking steps forward even though we may not feel like it. This is that hard work paying off, that hard work moving you towards the goal that you want. The next card that we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of clarity. Again, there's a lot of wisdom, a lot of information coming in here. The Judgment card is also like a life's purpose card, and I'm not saying your life's purpose, Gemini, is to work, but again, it's valuable knowledge that's helping move you forward. It's wisdom and expertise that you need, so it'll be good to project you forward on the path there. At the bottom here, we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card is a card of love, but it can also be a heavy focus on partnership, or even potentially a decision that needs to be made. So just be aware there could be a decision here. I also feel like this thing that you're working on could be with a partner. We also have two people here, so this could be like a joint effort or a joint project. But even though it feels stagnant, it feels a little slow, it seems like it's moving you in the right direction, Gemini. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So quick love message to start off here for you. It says, look inside yourself, examine what's causing you to feel this way. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Gemini. First, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of having to make a decision. So there could be a love-related decision for you this month. But this is also a card of compromise. So do be thinking, especially if you're in a relationship, of finding that fine balance, compromising when needed. Focus on teamwork and partnership. It's not always your way, one way or the other. So there could potentially be some decisions that require compromise this month, Gemini, in a relationship. The next card that we have is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork. Again, remember you are part of a team. You are trying to accomplish the same goal. So collaboration is going to be key there, and it's going to be fine balancing act compromise between both of you here. So think in terms of compromise, think in terms of working in a team. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of leveling up. This is moving forward together. And guess what? You can't move forward together if you're not communicating, if you're not a team, and if there's not some compromise. So just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at our clarifiers here, Gemini. See what other messages I can give you. First up, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. This is like about being at a turning point, though. Again, we're getting ready to level up. We're getting ready to move forward. We're taking on something new and big together in this relationship. It's going to take compromise. It's going to take teamwork. The next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups has a literal meaning of wishes coming true. So again, it's important you're fighting for that same goal. You're trying to accomplish that same thing as a team. And those wishes will come together and will come true for you, but it's key that there's that collaboration, that compromise, that partnership and teamwork. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. It's a card of being persistent. But if you are too stubborn and there's no compromise, again, it's really going to hold us back from that Eight of Cups, that being able to advance forward. So be careful with how tight your fence and boundaries are, Gemini here. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have a summary affirmation card of I feel balanced. So this is a good one to have. If you watch my readings before too, you know I talk about balance all the time. And it's one of those things I feel like we can all always have more balance. So love when we get those balance cards. I hope you have a nice, even, balanced April. But let's see what messages we've got in this final column. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. Okay, up first we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of feeling like you're kind of on the defense right now. There's something you're trying to protect yourself from, or something you're competing against. We need to take a little bit closer look at that. I'll clarify. But again, there's like this sense of competition or feeling like you have to protect something. The next card that we have is the Tower card. The Tower card can be an unwanted change. I think in this case, Gemini, you could be like fighting this change. Again, things didn't work out quite the way you wanted them to. One thing with the Tower, I always say it's like we plan for A, B, C, and D, E, F happens. But the Tower card could be a course correcting card and taking you where you need to go. So I feel like you're really going to try and resist the Tower, and at some point you won't be able to fight against it anymore, and you'll kind of just have to go with it here, Gemini. At the bottom, we have the World card. The World card is a card of completing a goal or lesson. At the end of the day, you're still going to accomplish what you want. It's still going to be successful. It's just not going to be the way that maybe you thought it would play out exactly here, Gemini. Let's take a look at our clarifiers, though. First up, we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, very hardworking. Again, I feel like you're fighting and doing everything you can to prevent the Tower or correct the Tower. And I think at some point we're just going to have to kind of go with it and trust that the Tower is taking us to the right place. The next card that we have is the Moon card. The Moon card is those unseen problems or challenges. I always tell people this is the curve in the road that we didn't see coming. We have the Tower card, that's the unwanted change. So that's that curve in the road that we weren't expecting. But you really just got to roll with the punches sometimes and roll with the changes. So know that the Tower will take you to the right place still. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. So again, the world is saying that we'll still get completed, we'll still be there. And then we have the Three of Cups saying there will be celebration. So I think long term, you're still going to accomplish what you want. But just note that it may not happen exactly the way you think it will, Gemini. Okay, now at this time, we're going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause this video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Queen of Spades. This is number 42 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 10 of Spades. This is number 30 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the 2 of Diamonds. This is number 18 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes there for you, Gemini. Taking a look at our Healing Stones deck here, we're going to pull Crystal to keep with you through the month of April. Your crystal this month is Garnet, which is good for crisis management, helps solve chaos, really helps you with confidence, and really helps you live into your power. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our healing note because we all always need more healing. Your note says, be thankful for all things in your life, for they open your eyes to the good things you weren't paying attention to before. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. Thank you so much, Gemini, and I hope you have a wonderful April.